Meet the team that doesn't just talk about impact, they ignite it. Jim Morris and producer Rachel.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Oh my God. Hi. I am losing my mind over emails right now.
So your energy is depleting and
depleting as we speak, because I swear to God, every time I unsubscribe from something, I feel like it subscribes me to more things. Have you noticed this at all? Like, I think I'm going to outsource this to my VA just to go in my emails and start unsubscribing and deleting stuff, because like the stuff that's important, I'm not seeing because I'm getting inundated with all these other things. And like, maybe somebody hates me and like signed me up for all this stuff, which is plausible, right? Like I don't recall like joining this person's like, why are they sending me something?
no, your data got sold. Your email address got sold.
Right? Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, because, and is there a real thing where if you unsubscribe, it subscribes you to something else? Like, I swear that's happening. It may not be like something intentional, but like, I'm just like, how is all this happening? And it's happening to both of my emails, even my personal one. And I'm just like, I'm freaking out because like, talk about an energy drain. Opening that email box where you're like, I just want the business. Like, just give me the business, give me the important things. I don't need to see all these things. And I will take a day, or if we're going on a trip in the car, like that's literally, or if I'm like in line, I will sit there and I'll like unsubscribe, delete, unsubscribe, delete, unsubscribe, delete. And it's like, I can't keep doing this. I thought there would be like an end, right? Like I thought like, oh yeah, like, right. There's never an end. And I truly feel like either someone's effing with me, or like you said, my email was obviously sold, both of them. And I can't, like, it's frustrating me to the point where I want to start another email and just be like, here's my new email. Like, I can't just burn these two. I'm done. What do I do? Like, I'm literally like, I really don't know what to do.
I mean, I have a virtual assistant, a VA, go in and unsubscribe every week. It's something where, yeah, my email address has been registered for something, and then it's been sold, and then it's been sold again and sold again and sold again and sold again. That's the world we live in, is people are selling data. I mean, you can go buy 10,000 email addresses for $100. Like I can, if you're on that list, I'm going to email you. You know, you don't know me, I don't know you, right? There's cold email platforms, instantly.ai, where you load in an email and it just sends it. It does, and it delivers it. Typically, if it's a warmed up email, address or domain, meaning, so like it could be a cold email and a warm domain that you're sending from and get delivered. So yeah, I mean, this is happening all the time. I mean, entrepreneurs are doing this to just get business. Startups are doing this. I've done it.
I was noticing it.
I've bought like, before.
I was noticing it that it was certain people from other groups that I was in too. Does that make sense? Where they took the information. And then the next thing is, have you noticed like things happen, like just coming up on your calendar that you didn't agree to or create? I was like, how is this happening? It's just making me insane. Like, talk about an energy drain. I just feel like I'm not in control of the situation. I totally understand the data is being sold, but how do I stop this consistent, like hundreds of emails a day that have nothing to do with anything that I agree to in my life? So I'm going to have the VA just go through it. I can't keep doing this anymore. Honestly, like, I'm so frustrated and I'm just done.
Yeah, I would, I would have your VA just be filtering out emails that are important. That's what I do. So, I mean, you know how I am with email. I think it's a to-do list that I never wanted, wished, or asked for. But I have a VA go through and unsubscribe. And if it's not someone selling me something, then they'll bring it to me in Slack. That's typically how I respond. And then same in the DMs. I don't respond to DMs or unless my VA sends it to me. She's literally in Slack, will screenshot it, because I miss DM. So many people are DMing me, and in most of it's sales, right? But some of it's inbound. Like someone the other day just DM me and I missed it, and my VA sent it in Slack. So and I responded, and it was me that responded, and it was a good conversation. We got a call next week. So yeah, I mean, I eliminate myself from it because of that. And yes, if you're in a group on Facebook, I can pull your email and I can spam you. If you're in a group on LinkedIn, I can do the same thing. I mean, I can scrape everything. Right now, I have tools that I can go on LinkedIn and get every single person on LinkedIn's email right now and cell phone for free.
That's it's scary, but we're all utilizing it. So like, I get it. Like, as much as I hate being on this end of it, it's not like I'm not data scraping. So like, I get it. It's just such an energy drain. And I feel like I just have to outsource it. And that's okay too, right? Like, it's okay to analyze, where am I spending energy? What's taking my energy from me, right? What is not for me to have to deal with? Again, it's a control issue, but at a certain point in time, being in control of everything is going to also start burning me out. And so if I have to outsource it, then I have to outsource it. Like, I just have to suck it up, buttercup moment, and just like be the boss and not the person sitting here deleting emails. Like,
do not
where my
spend
energy is
any
best
more
used?
time.
Yeah.
Do not
It's
spend any
insane.
more time doing that. That is a waste of your time. And
Okay.
that's a low level activity that you should be paying $4 an hour to do, and do it 2 hours a week. Cost you $8 to never think about this again.
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing. And I think that the bigger conversation here is when you're stepping into your leadership role, right? When you are creating this business and you're scaling, so now you have people that you can outsource to, but you still have that like not leader mentality. I think I'm in that transition phase where it's like these little things I should not be spending my time on. And so how do I start giving up that control, understanding I can't always control the outcome? I have to trust at some point. And like, leaders don't do these things, right? And if I'm a leader in our companies, then I have to act like that. And I think that's sort of the bigger conversation we can have quickly too, is how do we start stepping into that leadership position? Like, we're here. What is my next best step?
I would really get a grasp of what you're doing day to day. And that's really the best way to delegate anything, and also realize what's worth your time and what's not. I also then put it into two different categories. Well, actually 3 different categories: revenue and sales, people, and admin. It's really what your business is and what you're doing as a leader, right? You're either selling a product, you're either coaching people to be better, to sell that product, or to be effective and fulfill that product, or build that product, or whatnot. And then the admin, which has, to me, is also finance, because I put finance lumped into just paperwork and stuff like that. But when I think about the first 2, I think about, okay, as a leader, am I increasing the health financially of the business? That's my number one responsibility, because if there's no financial health, there is no business. People, because you need people to grow the business, and you won't have a business without people. So you want to develop them, you want to spend more time with them, you want to coach them. And then the admin and the finance stuff, like, you've got to make sure the systems are in place so the people can be most effective, and why you hire them, and what their strengths are. And a lot of times people's roles take a much more of their time and they're not in their strength. So for instance, like, my strength is people, my strength is sales, winning over others, right? But in the jobs that I had, I also had operations. Well, operations was 85%, and I was doing sales 15%, even though that was my strength. Didn't make sense. So knowing that in people, you've really got to make sure you work and help them build those systems in the admin side of it, so they don't have to do a majority of their time with the thing that they're not hired to do or most important to do, and it's not their strength. I think leadership to make those decisions of delegation is tough. And I think the thing that we all think is that first decision or that second decision is the one that we're going to crush it on, and it's going to live like this forever, and it's going to be perfect. And that's not the case. You know, you can get luck. I call it luck if the first person you hire is a rock star and stays with you for 10 years. I don't think that that's actually
1,000%. Yeah, that's total luck. That's total luck.
Or it's compound things like relationship building you've been doing for 5 years to the reason why that person just comes on the team and does exactly what you're supposed to, because you know them so well, because you built a relationship, right? Like, I wouldn't categorize that as luck, but I think those are really the two when you hit it out of the park. When you hire someone. So knowing that leadership takes time, effort, energy, and there's going to be failures is I think the first step for me. Whenever I'm talking to someone or coaching them and they're like, man, you know, this employee only lasted 7 months. I'm like, that's the first employee for the first time you had that role. Like, that's pretty good. You had no idea what you were doing. They've helped you build the SOP. Like, they're probably not going to stick around if they're helping you build the role and you're paying them under market. Like, let's just be real. They're working the role, they're helping you build the role, and they're making less than what they can go make. And because they've helped you build it, they're going to use those skills to get the next job. So, like, you've just got to understand that most of the time, people aren't going to stick around for a few years if it's the first hire in the first time you've ever had that role. So I think there's just, I was going to call it realistic optimism. Right?
That's
like,
good. I think that's good.
That I'm going to hit it out of the park. I'm optimistic that someone's going to stick around for a while. But there's got to be some reality in that, knowing that you're not going to win all the time and you're not going to hit a home run every at bat.
Okay. So today I will get more comfortable with stepping into the leadership role and outsourcing and delegating and being okay with that. Even if it's just as small as email.
What other things can you delegate after your audit? I wouldn't just do email. Find another one too. Because I guarantee you there's something else that you can just couple with that conversation with your virtual assistant and say, do the emails, and then right after do this as well. So there's probably something else in your work day or work week that you should have them do. And again, it's going to cost you $8 a week for you to not have this stress and be more available. Let's go. Because I mean, your packages you do a damn good job. Your packages are priced right. They're a few grand. Like, you're gonna lock one of those in, not worrying about stupid emails. Right. And you're gonna get the emails because there's less in your inbox for the people that want that package.
Right. So, exactly. Okay. I know I can do this.
Have the faith.
Yeah, that's the thing. I really do have to just have the faith to take the next step, and that will be there and everything will be fine. Like, whether it's a learning experience or you just get to we get to move forward in the business, or we get to level up, it will all work out. So if y'all are in the same situation I am in, delegate, protect your peace, protect your energy, and don't let the little things become big things. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
And Google and stuff's trying to fix this, but they've completely messed it all up. So there's just a really hard thing around deliverability, right? Like, what's legit, what's not. You can write an email a certain way and it get delivered, and it can be cold. You can be emailing back and forth with someone 10 times and the 11th goes to junk. Yeah.
That's the worst.
It's not good right now because the sale of data has risen so high and it's become cost effective. Right. Yeah. I can get 10,000 leads for $150. That never was the case in any business that I've had over the last 7 years, let alone any owner of a business that I've talked to that's had a business for 40 years. Like, you can never do that. You can never scrape that data at such a low cost. So that's why it wasn't inundated. Well, now any entrepreneur can spend $150 probably, unless they're selling penny candy, right? Like, they've got enough money to spend $150 on leads, and they should.
All right. We've got this, everybody.
Clean out the inbox, have your VA do it, and never think about it ever again.
Delegate. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.